What is up, guys? Winter Kills here. Welcome back to another post-commentary duel video. Got a brand new microphone. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear the difference, but hopefully things sound a little bit better. I figured since most of the stuff I do on this channel mainly just revolves around my voice, at least the most popular videos that I do, like the post-commentary duel videos, they mainly just revolve around my voice, so I figured why not upgrade something that will enhance that part of the video, the vocal section. But yeah, I'm here playing Atlantean Mermails against the same Invoked Spellbook deck that you guys, what's Invoked Hand Trap is what it should be called, Invoked Hand Trap Spellbook, whatever the hell you want to call it, that I played in the last duel video that went up. As you remember, things did not go so well in that duel for me, as expected. You know, things always going wrong for me, as per usual. Woe is me. As you can see, the hand traps, they've already begun, and we're just about a minute in, ladies and gentlemen. The hand traps have now just started to flood in. The Droll and Lock Bird will kick in after I add off Neptibus, and then when attempting to add off Dragoons, of course the Droll and Lock Bird will be activated. Gonna resolve another Pot of Desires and draw 2 more cards to his hand, as we see him doing there. You see, after that Droll and Lock Bird, my turn is pretty much shut down completely. I think when the card does come out, I think it's like a quick play spell card or whatever it may be, that basically stops hand traps. I'm going to play the shit out of that card. That way I will never have to be afraid when going in against a deck that is heavily armed with hand traps, such as this deck, because this deck is literally the epitome of cancer. Playing against it, it's always him. Every time I have to play against him, he's a good friend of mine, but every goddamn time I play against him, I'm like, when's the first hand trap gonna come in? Just waiting for it. The Ash on the Abyss Sphere, I don't even get to play off of that, just stopping me dead in my tracks. And he'll pass it back to me. I think I have a Pike in hand. I also have a 1-for-1, it looks like. I might have a Dragoons in hand as well. Of course, going to try to probably do something with the Pike first. I did have a Megalo. I could have gone for a Megalo play, but I thought it might have been too fragile. And that's what I was kind of hoping to bait out there, was that Ash Blossom, which we do end up baiting it out. So we're gonna discard the Dragoons off of that Abyss Pike, and I'm going to, of course, search a level 3 water monster, and add a Sea Serpent as well. So there we're gonna add Abyss Gund and Moulin Glacia, and Moulin Glacia will get summoned to the field. A perfect 5 waters in the graveyard. We're gonna discard 2 cards from his hand. He will Ghost Ogre it. And lucky for me, the Ghost Ogre was a card that I did end up hitting out of his hand, which technically means I should have gotten to hit another card out of his hand. Now that I think about it, I think I should have gotten to hit another card out of his hand. If that is not just a fault on his fault, that is a fault of my own as well. That's a fault on both players. Just a, obviously irreparable thing at this point that happened. But yeah, if you drop Moulin Glacia and someone Ghost Ogres it first, you still get to knock, because the Ghost Ogre would just get hit out of their hand by them doing it themselves, and then you'd still get to pick 2 extra cards on top of that. But either way, I'm still in a terrible position. It would have been nice to get that extra card out of his hand. It's the fault of both of us. I know you guys are disappointed. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. Sunday's coming up. That means more duels, more practice. It's currently Saturday when I make this, but Sunday is tomorrow, of course. Sunday does come after Saturday, as we all know. I'll get some more practice in, hopefully. Monster Reborn. Now, this is an interesting play on his behalf. He Monster Reborns my Megalo, and then normal summons a Blue Boy to get its effect, and not only use its effect to search, then use Megalo's effect to tribute his Blue Boy to attack twice. So, using my own cards' effects against me in ways that I really didn't think he'd be able to do. I'm like, is he going to take Megalo and really tribute with it? And I'm like, he doesn't have a water in his field, and he summons the blue boy. And I'm like, well, I just kind of got outplayed. And there's the Droll and Lockbird again on the Neptibus, pretty much shutting my turn down. That's a feels bad man. That's a feels bad man in the chat, in the comment section, whatever the hell you want to call it. And then he's going to go for blue boy to start things off. Now, I know that the card that allows him to draw, in order to use it, you have to have a spellcaster on field or in your hand. So I'm like, I'll just Ghost Ogre it then, just so he doesn't have the opportunity to do that. But he gets secrets off the blue boy anyways, and adds another blue boy to the hand that is a blue boy proxy. If I get a comment for somebody who wasn't watching with audio and they ask, what's the proxy, I'm going to be hella upset. No, I'm just kidding. But he's going to activate that Spellbook of Knowledge and draw 2 cards regardless of my Ghost Ogre. Was it worth it in the end? I don't really know. I'll just say it was worth it for the sake of me feeling better about myself. Now, there is the Magical Meltdown. I'm saying, no, get that shit out of here. No, 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 no. No searches for you. We don't want that card being played on the field. He has Raigeki, Monsterborn, a Solemn Strike, and a Godarla in his hand. Not too much he can do with those cards. A bunch of offensive cards that you really can't use at that point in time. It'd be kind of a waste to use anyways. Neptibus, of course, does survive the turn, so I try to attempt to use its effect. We'll be met with a Solemn Strike. I get to send for cost. I have to send a Marksman to hit a set. Ends up being Strike, so doesn't work out too well at all in all situations. But I do clear the Solemn Strike out of the field. Pike comes down. I forget what I discard. Must have been a Dragoons. And then I add a Neptibus and a Gund for the summon of a Megalo. See Megalo come down, discarding the Gund and the Neptibus. Looking to get some plays finally here. He is pretty low on life points at this moment in time. I'm pretty sure he's down to like 6,500 or something. Use Megalo to tribute Dragoons to add Diva. Actually, no, I think I'm short by 100 life points for a game. And literally that is the most damage I could have possibly done. I do not play Mizuchi anymore at this point. I just don't like it. It gets baited out too easily. It's not the greatest against pendulum decks. It could just be replaced with a better card like Abyss Sphere. I think it just has more utilities against a lot of decks. There's the Abyss Sphere coming in clutch for the Raigeki. Does not get Ghost Ash this time, which is absolutely perfect. We get the Abyss Megalo on our field. We know he has a Monster Reborn in hand, so what could he possibly go for at this point? Not too much, unless it's going to be from my graveyard, which I think he does end up Monster Reborning a Megalo from my graveyard, and then he might go for a Crash, which honestly is probably the best bet for him. But with him having 100 life points, I think it would be safe to say for him to use the Monster Reborn, but not to Crash, because then at that point I really have no way of getting over it unless I decide to Crash with my Megalo, and then I lose my battle phase. But I don't really, because I could just normal summon something else and he sort of loses either way. I guess it doesn't really matter whatever way you put it, because I normal summon the Diva next turn and attack for an extra 100 points of damage for game. One little thing I wanted to bring up to you guys while I got your attention is the fact of I do normal duel videos like this just to commentate over, talk about what's happening in the duel or other things going on that I'd like to talk about, other sporadic thoughts that I end up having. Another thing I thought about doing was to do commentaries like this, but do more in detailed commentary and talk about strictly what's happening on the field, and take moments to pause and be like, you know, a play that could happen here would be this, this, or this, but it ends up playing out like this, and because it played out like that, this is going to happen and this is going to happen, or, you know, X thing, Y thing. Maybe do more of like a dual analysis than just a post commentary. Not have it sped up as fast. Video would be a little longer. Monster Born to bring back the Thunder King. So right now he has Mechaba and that Kaiju on board. And pretty big field for me to have to deal with. Of course, no Raigeki in the opening hand makes that tough. 1 for 1 is bait right now, I think. does end up negating it with a Ghost Dash, not even Mechabot, so I'm forced to set 2 and pass. But yeah, I said dual analysis, something that I'd want to try and do where I just basically slow the video down and talk more in depth about the actual gameplay itself than anything else. So let me know what you guys think about that down in the comment section below. It's just an idea that I had for the future, just maybe called like dual analysis or something like that. I don't know what the name for it would be exactly, but something along the lines of that. Aqua Spirit coming down during my turn, and then I'm just basically forced to pass. I should have summoned in defense, but I go to use its effect to turn his Thunder King into defense, and I just can't play. Look at all the cards I'm drawing into. He had double Ghost Dash in hand. I'm just not getting to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's a feels bad, man. A Twin Twister set, I was destined to lose. Literally, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Gods wanted me to lose that game. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Just unlucky for me. Had a good, strong game, too. Was able to pull out the victory there, but overall, we will fall 2-1 against the Invoked Spellbook deck. Mermail has taken the hot L once again. Feels bad. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the new mic quality. Hopefully it sounds even just a little bit better. I think it does sound a little bit better, but then again, that might just be me saying that. I don't know. I think it's a little bit better. I hope you guys enjoy the quality of it. Maybe notice it a little bit. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And as always, Winter Kills signing out. We'll see ya in the next video.